What's going on, guys? Welcome to Everything Always. My name is Michael Roman, aka Allfires. Now, if you caught our video from just a couple of days ago, I talked about what a transitional period the next couple of years at Marvel are, and only because we're finally going to get the rest of the titles that were teased all the way back in 2019 and 2020. This clears the way for Marvel Studios to do new titles, new projects, new films going forward towards the end of the Multiverse Saga, and obviously the beginning of the Mutant Saga. We expect some of those new titles to be announced this summer. Now, one title that stuck around in the rumor mill and for quite some time is an Elizabeth Olsen Scarlet Witch solo project, which has an update today coming from an industry insider, which we're going to talk about. I'm also going to annotate this scoop a little bit, only because there seems to be a lot, and I mean a lot of pushback coming from the most important person herself, Elizabeth Olsen, the Scarlet Witch. We're going to break down the latest update about her getting a solo film, what she herself has said, and the real possibility that we'll be seeing it on the silver screen in the upcoming Mutant Saga. But first, if you could grab the subscribe button. We do daily Marvel content at the channel, and that's all we do. Everything from official Easter egg breakdowns, trailers, and reviews, to the occasional industry insider report and everything in between. So if that sort of thing's for you, hit the subscribe button, leave a comment down below. That will automatically enter you to win our ongoing PS5 giveaway. The next one is right around the corner to coincide with the release of Deadpool and Wolverine, just about 2 months away. Again, all you gotta do be a sub, leave a comment. If you want, stick around to the end of the video. We get into all the giveaway stuff again there. Okay, so according to the industry insider and anonymous scoopster My Time to Shine Hello, apparently Scarlet Witch is getting her own solo movie. This is not the first time we've heard this. People have talked about it several times over the last couple of years, but he added the detail that they're apparently far enough along in pre-production that they're currently looking for a director. Now, we've been covering My Time to Shine Hello here at the channel for quite some time. They don't always get everything right, but because they get a lot more things right than they do wrong, and again, because they have a proven track record that's been posted publicly to their Twitter and going on over 2 years now, we can tell that they're mostly a reliable source. But I have a ton of problems with this report, so I'm just going to go through them. Yes, this is not the first time we've heard that Scarlet Witch is going to get her own solo film, but here are my issues with it. Number one, you generally develop a script before you hire a director, and we have heard nothing in the way of writers or any pre-development on a script being written for a solo Scarlet Witch film. Now, it's not impossible for them to find a director first or find a director that would inform what kind of writer they want. That's just not normally the way they do it. See movies like the Fantastic Four and most recently this X-Men reboot. You get a writer, you develop a script, then you lock in a director, none of which we've had reported yet that's happened, so I find it's just a little bit weird that they're looking for a director for this film and before we've heard anything about a writer or a script. Conversely though, we do have some details from Marvel and Elizabeth Olsen, the actress. First up, Marvel just confirmed in their most recent Agatha All Along promo that Scarlet Witch died in the MCU. She is no longer alive, no longer a part of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. That being said, when Elizabeth Olsen has been asked point blank, post Multiverse of Madness, about returning to Marvel Studios or returning to the character of Scarlet Witch, her answer has always been the same. It's emphatically no. And it's not the type of no that's meant to leave you guessing or leave the door open in a playful or coy way. She has been completely adamant about the fact that she is not returning to the Marvel Cinematic Universe, that she is no longer playing the character of Scarlet Witch. She's talked about it actually at length in multiple interviews about how she just doesn't need that anymore and hasn't been in contact with them. Now, conversely, and for devil's advocacy's sake, pun totally intended, it could be the case that Marvel does have some future plans for her and intends in inviting her back and offering another role. But there is a lot that goes into making a project like this, and you don't run out and hire a director before you've got confirmation from the lead actress herself that she's willing to come back and for a future film. Now, the reason I mentioned during the prologue that this would most likely be during the Mutant Saga, if they can get this all lined up, is that there's only so much time between now and Avengers Secret Wars coming out. There are plenty of films like Shang-Chi 2, Doctor Strange 3, and Thor 5 that we assume Marvel Studios is going to announce 1 or 2 of as inclusions in the end of the Multiverse Saga, even with a delay if there is one to Secret Wars. But according to the sources that we trust, as we've reported on the channel, both Avengers 5 and 6 are still on pace to hit their 2026 and 2027 release dates respectively. That being said, there's just not room to develop, shoot, and release a Scarlet Witch movie before we get there. And so if they are doing this project it would be for the future of the MCU, the Mutant Saga, which is interesting, again, only for devil's advocacy's sake, because House of M is one of the storylines that you could do once you have all the mutants included, and one of the storylines that when she was willing to come back, Elizabeth Olsen said she'd like to see for the future of the Scarlet Witch character. Now again, I want to point out there's a reason you know My Time to Shine Hello's name. It's the same reason we confidently have re-reported on her here at the channel, and for so long, she gets a lot more right than she gets wrong. This is not in any way a video meant to debunk her sources or whatever report that she's got. I'm just pointing out some details that make it seem a lot less likely that it's anytime soon we're going to be seeing this film. But I will point out for my final thought that Agatha all along and the now confirmed Vision Quest project that are coming up with Paul Bettany retaining the role of Vision, those are two major storylines and characters that are in orbit of the character Scarlet Witch. And as is the case in the Marvel Comics, and we've already seen in the MCU, in some ways we probably haven't already seen, characters get brought back all the time in a million different ways. We know the Multiverse Saga is going to break the multiverse, introduce variants, and have Avengers Secret Wars. I also have always thought Avengers Secret Wars is meant to honor any actor that played a Marvel character in the legacy of all the Marvel movies leading up to it. So not only characters returning from the Fox Fantastic Four and X-Men, but also main characters, mainstays of the Avengers in the 616 MCU. So characters like Tony Stark and Steve Rogers, but also Scarlet Witch. So I think, yes, maybe a Scarlet Witch movie down the road somewhere, maybe her return in Avengers Secret Wars is what sets that up. But for right now and anytime soon, there's just too many other projects and not enough confirmations of the kind of pre-development you would want sort of in Production Weekly or with writers to say that that's going to come in sometime before the end of the Multiverse Saga. They've also still got to get past Elizabeth Olsen. If she doesn't want to come back as the character, there's not much they can do about that. But hey, major recasts on the horizon in, say, the next decade for other major characters like Tony Stark, like Steve Rogers are going to have to happen inevitably anyway. And so maybe it is time for a new Scarlet Witch in the MCU. But you guys let me know all your thoughts down below. How do you feel about this? Do you want to see her back? And which storyline do you want to see Scarlet Witch play out if she has another future story in the MCU? I'm all ears as always. Quickly, let's get into the giveaway stuff before I let you go. Okay, we are still giving away PlayStation 5s at the channel. In fact, we just announced a brand new winner a couple of videos ago. That's our video covering Nova. I'll make sure to link it at the end of this if you haven't checked that winner announcement out. But we're also giving one away for every official Marvel release throughout the year. So Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, Agatha, whatever they've ended up naming it, Deadpool and Wolverine, Eyes of Wakanda, whatever else Marvel releases and throughout this year. With each release, we'll do a PlayStation 5 giveaway, and when we get closer to Deadpool and Wolverine, we'll start giving away tickets to see that as well. If you want to be entered for any of the official giveaways here at the channel, all the same rules always have and always will apply. Hit the subscribe button because you need to be a subscriber, then leave a comment down below. Because it's truly random, the more videos that you comment on, the better chance you have of winning. All winners will always be announced in the videos at the end of videos like we did just days ago, live with my voice and the winning comment shown on screen. We then verify the account. It'll always be done that way, so please stay safe, stay vigilant, especially here on YouTube. If you should ever get a spammer comment trying to make you pay for shipping, keep in mind, content creators don't do that. Just go ahead and report that comment directly to YouTube. They are very fast about deleting it and then suspending the account. And then not only have you removed that comment from said content creator's page, but you've removed that commenting account from everyone that they've commented that spam comment on. You are doing everybody such a service at the community. And while they've left my channel alone for quite a while, they are still targeting this corner of the internet, or rather some of my friends' content creation pages. And I feel like a PSA just helps keep everybody safe. Again, keep in mind, no content creator will ever tell you in a comment that you've won, and certainly will never, ever charge you for shipping. It's just a scam, so keep that in mind and never give out your information on a third-party app like Telegram or WhatsApp. The best way to keep up with the content has always been to hit the notification bell with all notifications turned on. And as always, if you like today's video, I'd appreciate it if you'd hit the like button. My name's Michael Roman. You can find me in a couple of places: Instagram and Twitter at I'mFires. You can also find me on Spotify, YouTube, Amazon, Apple, iTunes, wherever you listen to original music under the name Allfires. And while I would sincerely appreciate you checking my music out, thanks for checking this channel out. Stick around. We'll be posting again real soon.